Hey, so guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Zerozone from level 1 to 110, rank 1. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, let's go and get started. Alright guys, so we have Zerozone here. This was a team race monster. It was actually from the previous marathon, and our team went for like 29 laps or something. I know it's a pretty random number, but we went for 29 laps, which give us basically a rank 1. And here we go. We have Zerozone here at 1126. It is a water and dark controller apparently. So we're gonna find out in just a second. So the traits overall is not the best. The stamina leak is to everyone, obviously. The immunity to freeze is only to itself, and the immunity to blind is only to itself as well. So overall, you know, in terms of stats, we're gonna get into that in just a second. But in terms of like traits, not so good, really. So it's got a terrifying design though, right? Like a abyssal monster. That's why they added it in this, you know, era. So what is this thing right here that they have? Does anyone know? That's new. I've never seen that before. Wonder what that is. I'm gonna go ahead and feed it up to 110 real quick. It's almost there. There we go. We got it to 100 and now it's 110. Oh, okay. So I guess it just fills up when it, like, you just know that you have to rank it up at that point. But I mean, obviously, like, it'll just say right here, go beyond level 10, 110 or whatever. I don't understand. Do I have enough cells for it? Maybe that's why. Okay, maybe that's why. Because I have enough cells to rank the monster up or break it out. Maybe that's why. Okay, so anyways, we got the monster at 110. Stat wise, we got 17,388 power, 423,665 life, and 12,084 speed. Speed's actually not that bad. Now, in case you guys didn't know, this monster was actually nerfed. One of the skills, I'll show you guys in just a second, was actually nerfed. So Mad Tides, it's a 52 stamina cost. Oh, wow, 33 cooldown. That's 3 cooldown is just no 52 stamina, really? It's a AoE corruption that comes with stamina leak, and you deal some damage as well. I'm gonna keep this on the 3rd slot here. Okay. And then we have a Bitterling Bite, which is a heavy water damage to one enemy, applies bleed to one enemy, applies nightmares to all enemies. Okay. And then what else do we have here? Sunken Dreams. Deals moderate dark damage to one enemy, applies corruption and drowned. So it comes with a drown torture as well. You do have a true vision to yourself with a 50% stamina that you give. You don't need any stamina to give yourself stamina and apply true vision, by the way. It just requires cooldown. You do have a AoE low dark damage that comes with bleeding, and then there's a moderate dark damage to one enemy, applies nightmares, and last but not least this that deals damage. But yeah, these two skills are 0 cooldowns, as you guys can see, and those are the only 2 skills that require 0 cooldown. The remaining, I mean, all of them are actually requiring you stamina except this one. Maybe you want to run this if you want, let's say, true vision by any chance, or extra stamina if you run out of stamina. I guess something to keep as a skill. But one of the skills that was nerfed was, I believe, this one right here, Sunken Mind, which was apparently in the beginning it was supposed to apply freeze to all enemies, but now it just applies round and it just deals low water damage, which kind of sucks. It would have been nice if it had a AoE freeze, because then you'd have corruption. Corruption won't be the only thing that denies, the only denial skill that this monster has. You know what I mean? It would have been cool if you had the freeze as well. So you do have Amulet and SN. So for SN, obviously go with Shadow SN. That's the best you could go with. And then for Amulet, go with something that regenerates your stamina. So Channeling Amulet would be the best. But overall, that's pretty much it, really. So when it comes down to runes, I would give this monster just triple speed runes. So just go ahead and give all speed runes, basically. Here's the thing though, you do want to pair this monster up with a trait disabler and a monster that could remove positive status effects. So Cannon 11 would be a good option. Who else? Oh, Shadow Yena, or you could actually pair both of them up with Zerozone. That wouldn't be that bad, right? Because this monster cannot deny, because it doesn't have any remove positive status effect skills. So if you go up against a Megaton, good luck against that. So this is just a battle and adventure map. Take a look at this. I'm pairing it up with the extra turn monster here, Shadow Yuna. So we have a monster that could trade stable, PR, and things like that. You know, even if you go up against dodge area monsters, such as, like, for example, I know Wormlad, you don't see it in PvP or anything like that, but I'm just saying, if any dodge area monsters really were to replace in this battle, like, for example, there is... What's a dodge area that everybody runs? Oh, Euro the Divine, right? There is maybe some Dark Voltic users. This monster could still PR, trade stable, things like that. So here is what we're going to do. Obviously, if you have to clear out anything, let's say there's a Megataunt, trade the table the Megataunt or PER it. It depends what they have. And then once ready, you can either turn transfer. Hopefully there's no anticipation monsters. That's why I always say if you want to go ahead and pair it up with Cannon 11 as well, because Cannon 11 can hold that one talent that removes all negative side effects. I think it's... No, it's not Carator's Horn. Is it? I think that's the one. But I think you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm going to go ahead and turn transfer here. Look, we can go ahead and deny them with the corruption. So corruption is going to land. And basically what corruption does is that basically the enemy is corrupted, aka confused, and they'll basically attack themselves. So here's you to say they're immune to possession, but I don't think that really matters. Although this right here does matter, the abomination trade. So I will have to get rid of that if I were to, let's say, if I wanted to deny again. Now, here's the thing. You do have a corruption with drown to an enemy if you want to go ahead and run that. Or you could do this one. It's a heavy water damage to an enemy, applies bleeding to one enemy, and then nightmares to everybody. So the nice thing with this skill, a little bit nice, is the bleeding. The bleeding part, you can go ahead and bypass dodge area, for example. So the bleeding will apply to the dodge area, but then the nightmares, unfortunately, won't land on the night. What's it called? This Grakon monster, for example, because he has dodge area. So as you used to see, bam, we dealt the damage. The nightmares applied on that monster. The other one, unfortunately, didn't land because of the tough trade, but it's alright. So here's what we're gonna do. Charge up, and I'm gonna do a denial skill. So we're gonna do the corruption here with the drown. And now, the monster that had a corruption trait is corrupted, which is cool. So that monster is 100% dead. There's no way he survives all those tortures. And sure, we'll just eliminate you with that. So it's an okay monster. It's not the best. There is better options out there. I just wish it wasn't nerfed because it was somewhat useful back then with the AoE freeze or whatever skill it was. I'm pretty sure it was AoE freeze though. This monster has anticipation if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. So we can trade disable you here real quick. Okay, you're dead. Oh, actually all of them are dead because of Shadow Essence landing in multiple times. Okay, maybe I should have taken off those Shadow Essence, but hey, you know what? Let's go back somewhere around here. Okay, these earth monsters, sure. Oh, there's lots of them here that are, you know, immune to control, have bulwark traits and things like that. So here, in this case, we will have to trade disable you, but if I do trade disable you, you're gonna die. You know what I mean? You know what? Here, just to give you guys an example, if let's say you don't run Shadow Yuna in your team, and the enemy has either immune to control or Megataunt or whatever, and you try to control it, as you used to see, control was blocked there on the Warthak monster, the one that just died. So just something to keep in mind, you know what I mean? Alright. So, oh, another thing, artifact monsters cannot be denied, obviously. So we run out of stamina here, but it's okay because you have Tiny Amulet, and then eventually if you actually run out of stamina, for sure, you go ahead and recharge yourself with that skill. And there is 2-turn cooldown, so you can't spam it. I'm gonna go ahead and, I guess, try to see if I can land Corruption on you, even though you have Bulwark. Oh, actually Corrupted landed, cool. What are the chances, right? I'll do damage protection on myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and trade disable you. Now, I am able to land any denial skills on you because your trade's gone. The trade's gone. See, you even had running on yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Here we go. It's dead. And the rest could just be autoed. So, you guys see this monster in action? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Do you guys think anyone would really use it? I think it's a good monster for maybe beginners. It's a good denier. If you want to go ahead and run it in adventure map, it could help you out get through those nodes. Because it is from this era, the stats are pretty up to date. And it was a free monster technically. But I don't think it's going to be... I don't think anyone's really going to use it very often. Really. I don't think so. There's just better options out there. Like if we take a look at the Monstergram, I guess you could select somebody from this era. If not, someone else. Like not the Walking Dead monsters. No one had their hands on those. No, I wouldn't say George Lotto. Let me see. Someone else. Although George is not bad, but like an actual solid denier. I feel like I probably skipped a few. Oh, this was actually amazing. Still is pretty good. So there are deniers out there, that you can actually use over this monster. Chronobite was actually pretty good. Although, yeah, I know some of you guys are like, oh, wasn't this like the $50 monster? Well, yeah, but they also released it in Bounty Hunt, like 1 or 2 Bounty Hunts ago. They released it and you were able to get cells of it. And then obviously there's more monsters. Oh, there's Parabot. Parabot's a lot better in my opinion. But yeah, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's Monster Gems video. Hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below your thoughts and opinions on this monster. Like I said, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.